Back.
Yeah.
I'm Catherine Connor.
I'm Natalie Jimenez.
And I can't make decisions.
And I can.
So back to Be Decisive, in which Natalie forces me to make decisions. This week we're covering, just kind of a recap, internet arguments. Because people get very angry on the internet. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, I kind of knew.
But Twitter and even Instagram, I don't know, people, I think that's where they all let out their repressed rage.
I love Twitter.
Twitter's a great time.
It is.
So we talked about pineapple on pizza, which I feel like is the big obvious one.
Yeah. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good news is I made my decision off the bat. Bad news is we now have to figure it out.
Why do you say no?
Because it's not two separate pieces of bread.
What about when it breaks?
Piece of bread. But that's not how it's intended.
But it always breaks.
But like sometimes, like if you're I've had pieces of pizza that have broken, and that doesn't mean it's two slices of pizza. It's still one pizza.
Well, sometimes I have sandwiches where the bread is like attached, like subs. The bread is attached.
Oh, that's a good point. Whoa, rude. Okay. I don't know. I feel like for something to be something, you have to think of it that way, right? So like, is it called Sloppy Joes? Is that what they are?
The ones with just a whole bunch of ground beef.
Yeah, so it's ground beef on a bun. Theoretically, it's a hamburger, except that it's not at all.
Well, is it though?
No, it's not, Natalie. It's not. I don't know. I don't think it is. Because when I'm
suddenly not liking the phrase hamburger because it's usually not pork in the bun.
No, it's not.
That you just threw me off. It's a beef burger.
Okay, sure, whatever you want to go with. But yeah, I don't think it is. I think if you're really trying to break it down categorically, it might technically be one, but also I think life is all about nuance, and therefore it's not.
No. I think it's a sandwich because you're putting something in between two buns, which is also what you do with a regular sandwich, like ham and cheese or whatever.
Okay, but then here's this question. If you're like at the diner and you get like French toast and then there's bacon and more French toast, is that a sandwich? No.
Bacon and like it's a French toast sandwich.
It's not though.
But it is. In the end, it is.
You're not picking it up and eating it.
You can eat it like a sandwich.
But you're not going to. There's syrup and butter on there. That's a mess.
No, I've seen people like at the North Ave Deli get like bacon, egg, and cheese, but like on waffles. And they eat it as sandwiches. Don't get me wrong. I was looking at him like, what? But it was a sandwich to him.
So the important qualifier in your argument is to him.
More just like
which is nuanced because you didn't think it was a sandwich.
No, I thought it was a sandwich when I saw it. I was like, oh, this is a sandwich. Because there's two pieces of bread or toast. French toast. Waffle?
I don't see either of us budging on this.
No.
Okay, well, the good news is I came to my first strong decision of the series.
Yes.
Bad news is there's one more thing we have to talk about.
Socks to bed.
People get so angry about this.
Do you sleep with your socks to bed?
Yes.
You do?
Not all the time, but sometimes if it's cold.
Interesting. For me, it's not a conscious thing. I don't think I can go a night with
socks I don't
on.
Put on socks.
Okay.
Like if I'm wearing socks, I'll leave those socks on and then I'll change my socks in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But especially like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, okay, right now, I'm wearing these ugly sneakers because my toe is real messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hurt it real bad. I've been to the doctor for it twice. It's a whole thing. And in order to keep the bandage on, I've been wearing socks to bed. And do they usually come off in the middle of the night? Yeah, absolutely. But I start with the night.
What are you doing with your feet that they come off?
I think I like just move a lot in my sleep. Also, I wear low cut socks.
Yeah, me too.
But like, I think I wear really, like, I'm like, oh, those are the cheap ones. I'll buy those, and then they don't stay up.
Interesting. I think I can't go a whole night with the socks on because I will wake up and be like, it's so hot, and then I'll take them off.
So what I do is like, if I find myself getting warm in the middle of the night, I'll kick them off.
Yeah.
Then in the morning, you just take them out, you put them in your hamper.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel weird with socks on in my bed. It's something. There's like extra fabric.
It depends. Like there are
Touching the
nights like
blanket.
where I'll be. So my house and home, it's weird in certain months, and I'm not talking about the winter. I'm talking like October and March. It gets real cold because I live in a really old house. It's kind of drafty, and by that point, like we're not really using the heat. So I will have like 4 blankets and wake up really hot, but I can't fall asleep because like I'll be shivering and then my
Mhm.
body heat. It's like a whole thing. It's not comfortable. But like because of that stuff, like I'll wear socks to bed because it gets bitter.
Like cold.
Yeah.
You know, in my house, we don't know how to work the heater. So sometimes it doesn't work. When it doesn't work, I'll go to sleep with socks on, but not on purpose. It'll just be like, I'll just lay in my bed and be like, I'm done for the night and not want to take off my socks.
Yeah, it's not something I think about. Like I see people who are like, you have like I don't put them like if I'm not wearing socks when I go to bed, I'm not wearing socks.
Yeah.
But also like don't get so mad that I do sometimes. Like sometimes I'll just start doing homework in my bed and then I'm like, okay, bedtime.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get out of bed to take off my socks.
I guess my thing is I don't have a strong opinion against wearing socks to bed. Like I don't care. Why not? Like
Yeah.
if you're cold. It just feels strange to me most of the time.
Like sensation wise.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, there's so much like the cotton of my sock.
It also
touching
depends
this
on
thing.
this sounds really obnoxious, but it depends on the sheets. Like if it's a
No, I get
really
what you're
stiff
saying.
sheet,
Yeah.
then no, absolutely not. Because then it's just material on material and that's a bad feeling.
Yeah, like I have this one blanket that's just like I don't know.
But like
I
the
would
sheets I
never.
have right now are like really soft. Like
Mhm.
they're
So it'd be
cheap
fine.
and kind of flimsy. So like
Perfect.
yeah.
Cheap
So
and
last night
fine,
I wore socks to bed. And people get really mad about it and I don't get it. So I am
cares?
pro socks to bed if you want it.
So am I.
Cool.
Yeah,
I made 2 decisions today.
you did. This is good.
I made 2 strong decisions and 1 half decision. I would call
One
this
half. Yeah.
progress.
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 Okay. I think that's going to do it for us today.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Be Decisive. And next week, I think we will be live streaming. So stay tuned for that.
Right.
For To Be Decisive, I'm Catherine Connor and I can't make decisions.
I'm Natalie Menes and I'm very opinionated.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. La di do do da 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 da.